And live from the rinks, it's Wednesday night hockey on the Long Island Sports Network. Welcome everyone, my name is Jack Ziskin. I'd like to thank you for joining us, the entire crew here in Hidden Ponds. Glad to have you with us as the West Islip Lions and Sachem go toe-to-toe here tonight. Coming to tonight's matchup, Sachem has won 3 of their last 4. A tie against Smithtown Halpog right in the middle of that, so they're on a 4-game point streak. They haven't lost since November 19th in a 5-4 defeat against EI when they were without Thomas Kinkowski. On the other side, West Islip still trying to snap their skid. Started out 3-3. They now sit at 3-10. And for West Islip, they will be without the following. Gianni Ruggiano is out. James Barbieri is out. Karen Pollard is out. James Johnson is out. And Finn Wood should be out as well. For Sachem, the only player they will be without is Nikki Ress. Starting goaltenders for tonight, Tyler Sapoff will be in between the pipes for West Islip. On the other side, it'll be Michael DiGirolamo for Sachem. The playoff race is heating up. West Islip trying to secure their spot. They had, at the start of the season, been in pretty good positioning. Now, they're on the outside looking in. Now, they're narrowly trailing the Patriots in the standings. They have 1 game in hand. They're 3-10-1. So the Patriots 3-10-1. West Islip's 1 game in hand. They're obviously 3-10. So right now, for West Islip, it's going to come down to a couple games down the stretch. And for the Lions, it has to start here tonight. Yes, you're shorthanded. Yes, you're going against one of the hottest squads in the league. A team with championship aspirations. But all you need in this league is get into the playoffs. You have a hot goaltender. That's all it takes. West Islip has the goaltender. Now they just need the win. Leading scorers entering tonight's matchup. Thomas Kinkowski leads all scorers with 28 goals. He's got 15 in his last 4. And that's actually good enough to put him in the league lead. For the majority of the year, he's trailing Ryan Anatra, who has 24. Kinkowski has 15 in his last 4. He's got 28 on the year. In terms of points, he trails only Thomas Ivers of the East Islip Chiefs, who leads the league in assists, of course, with 33 points, 47. Kinkowski right behind him with 28 goals, 36 points. For West Islip, their leading active scorer here tonight will be Liam Henshaw. The defenseman has 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points, coming off an impressive performance against Northport Huntington, also without their leading scorer, Karen Pollard, where he was tremendous, but at the end of the game, Ryan Collins coming on strong for Northport Huntington. Right after Henshaw, it's William Shields. Both of Henshaw and Shields were all-star selections. Shields had 7 goals, 3 assists, 10 points on the season. That doesn't even necessarily capture his true impact for this squad. He's a great 200-foot player. Never stops battling. Look out for him as this night continues. For Sachem, we've already talked about Kinkowski. If you're a Sachem fan and you don't know the brothers' caliber, I'm not really sure what we can do for you. Second and third brothers, Colin and Cameron. Colin has 23 points. Cameron has 21. Gregory Monty, another all-star selection along with Colin Caliber. 13 goals, 7 assists, 20 points. Sean Walsh, their last selection, the defenseman, has 3 assists in 8 games. First of 2 varsity matchups on the Long Island Sports Network here tonight. Your home for all Suffolk County High School Hockey League action. Don't forget, follow the @LI Sports Network on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. For all latest game news, recaps, highlights, and analysis from around the league. Calber in the dot versus Shields. And the face-off is won by Sachem. Kinkowski enters the zone. Fires a shot. That goes wide. Kept in at the point by Mascaro. Bouncing puck at the line. West Islip can't get the clear. Cameron Calber chips it into the corner, where Andrew Merviak will take over. Shot towards the net. Sachem battling for control. Shields gets it. Puck comes to the point. Mascaro ends up moving it over to Colin Calber, who chips it in. Kinkowski on the forecheck. The puck comes to Shields. Looks to move it up the wall, and it's kept in. Round on the opposite side, Capice works a down low pass across. It's intercepted by Merviak. Chipped in. West Islip now on the attack. Charles Brandenstein on the forecheck right now. Angelo Mascaro moves it over to Joe Capice, who chips it up the wall. Then Thomas Albertelli sends it the other way, but it comes back to Capice, who's now leading the attack. Trying to split the defense, and ends up being covered by Sapoff. Our first stoppage of the game coming 13:44 in. My apologies for those of you watching home. Appears I had a brief issue with the clock on our end. It will be running from this point onwards. Face-off is won back by Sachem, flipped into the zone. It's knocked down, battle for possession. Bobich ended up working back down low, comes out to the point. Walsh goes D to D. Alamia backhands it in. Henshaw picks it up, goes for the clear. It's shouldered by Alamia before leaving the zone. We get a whistle. I believe it's just going to be I believe it would be a high sticking because it's going into the defensive zone. On ice officials, of course, they have a better view than all of us, and there's no game without them. Face-off won back by Morrow. Alamia trying to move it up to Golden. Ends up coming in down low. Sachem has possession. Pass deflected, comes all the way across, has to be settled off the wall by Alamia, who chips it in. Wandling on the attack, but Sapoff covers up with 13:08 remaining. And West Islip, a bit short-handed here tonight, as we previously mentioned. They have just 7 skaters on the bench. Shields in the dot. Can't win it that time. Comes the Broom. His shot is blocked on his side. The puck is along the left wing wall. Comes to Golden. It's kept in at the line, but then a turnover. Heading the other way. Spencer Jordan coming in against Mascaro. And Angelo Mascaro pokes it off his stick. Shields on the forecheck. Puck comes to John Golden, who resets. He's under pressure from Jordan. Shields forces a turnover. Coming in, but it's poked off his stick. Sachem looking to regroup now. Flipped up and out. Merviak sets it down. Lead pass. Ends up going awry. Enters Sachem territory anyway, but can't be settled by Hubbard. Shields on the forecheck yet again. And a nice move there from Mascaro. Used the net to create some space for himself. He makes the lead pass to Colin Calber, who has it poked off his stick, but it's recovered nicely there by his brother Cameron. Comes to Broom, shot. Rebound comes free. Henshaw picks it up under pressure. Turnover forced by Sachem. Then a pass intended for Cameron Calber. Ends up entering the neutral zone. I believe there was a change there as Capice comes on for Sachem. Colin Calber with the drop pass now. Comes to O'Hay, cutting in with speed. Looking for the pass, can't find it. Continues to circle. Shot from the point is deflected. Puck comes loose on the left wing wall. Colin Calber trying to move it down low, but it's knocked down. And we get a whistle. And it initially appeared that the Linesman was waving it off on the near side. Far side official appears to have blown it dead. 11:28 remaining in the period. Face-off has been won by West Islip. They reset D to D, looking for the clear. They get it. Castellano enters the zone. Separated from the puck by Capice, gets it back, pass towards the slot. Redirection, it's stopped by DiGirolamo. A strong save to start off his night. Puck comes out. Monty trying to settle it on the drop pass. Ends up with McGuire, who chips it in. Octu will chase. Finishes his hit on Kolich. The puck comes up and out of the zone. Capice can't settle it that time. So Monty comes back down low to the left. Skates it up ice. Picking up speed. Enters the zone. Cutting to the outside. Looking back in. Pass the slot. Shot won't go from McGuire. West Islip gets the clear. Icing waved off as Alamia tried to let that one slip by. He was coming right off the bench though. Official saw it. No icing on the play. Now West Islip looking to force a turnover. Shields had it momentarily. Puck comes loose. On the attack, it's Purpall. Golden looks for the clear. Kept in by Purpall. It's caught up with him. Golden comes away with it. Lead pass to Octu. His pass intended for Monty's intercepted. Henshaw on the attack. It's a 3-on-1. Coming in. Fires a shot. That's blockered aside. Might have actually gone off the stick of Michael DiGirolamo. Sachem gets the clear. West Islip regains control. Brandon Stein trying to reset it. Re-entering the zone. Henshaw chips it in. West Islip maybe down a couple bodies. They're not out yet. Shields on the forecheck now, trying to force a turnover. Initially will not. Sachem enters the zone, but we get a whistle as they touch up. There is a call on the ice. We will wait for official word from the scorer's booth. Here, fast-paced start to this game. Wandling heading to the box. That'll put West Islip on the power play. Waiting for the official call. Will be a 2-minute minor, of course. Interference is the call against Wandling. Shields in the dot for West Islip. Wins it back on the power play, but ends up leaving the zone. Henshaw forced to recover. Goes across to Merviak. Resets to Henshaw, back to Merviak. Lead pass. Ends up being chipped in. Walsh looks to reset D to D. Alamia comes out to the point. Merviak with the keep. Comes back to Jordan. He sends it around. Shields picks up on the right wing wall. Pass to the slot, deflected. Rebound loose. Shot goes wide. Sachem looking for a clear. Henshaw with the keep. Poked aside by DiGirolamo. Jordan resets to Merviak. Back to Jordan. Pass across, intercepted. Flipped up but not out. Gloved down by Henshaw. Kept it in initially, but now Walsh looking for the clear. He gets it, but doesn't gain control. Both teams looking for possession, and Walsh eventually comes away with it, makes the lead pass to Colin Calvert, and that's why Sean Walsh was an all-star. He can change the impact of the game, tilt the ice in his team's favor when he's at his best. You saw it there on the kill. Mascaro forces a turnover. West Islip forced to reset. 40 seconds less than that now remaining on the kills. Finn Wood, 92 in white on the forecheck. Initially was told he was a game time, so we weren't sure he would arrive. Henshaw's stick is lifted from behind by Octu, who comes away with the turnover. Sends it around the wall. Ends up with Bovic. Richie Bovic, a shot, he scores! The short-handed goal gives Sachem a 1-0 lead. And this is what makes Sachem so dangerous. It's their ability to score short-handed. And they've gotten more than one goal this way this season. Among the league leaders in short-handed goals. Bovic's goal assisted this time by Octu. And now Bovic has possession off the draw. Flips it in, goes into the rafters, we get a stoppage. There's now 8 seconds remaining on the penalty, 7:46 remaining in the period. Face-off will come back to center. And it's won by Sachem. They reset to Mascara. Under pressure from Wood. Pass comes all the way across to Capice. Lead pass to Octu. Penalty has expired. Turnover along the wall. Sachem coming in. Shot turned aside by Sapoff. Rebound won't go. Comes back to Gregory Monty. Circling under pressure. Looks for the pass. Finds Capice. Walks the line. Shot blocked. Attempted clear won't go. And Greg Monty gets it back. Pass comes across to Capice. Pulls up. Moves it to Mascaro. Works it down low on the pass. And the pass comes across to Capice. His shot was deflected. Comes back to Richie Bovich, who opened the scoring for Sachem. He's carrying it around the net. Pass towards the front. And we get a whistle and a stoppage. Will be a defensive zone draw. Going back to shorthanded goals entering tonight, Sachem was tied with the eye for the lead at 7. Now they have 8. Richie Bovich from out Octu on the PK. That's the difference maker here tonight. Sachem coming in. Shot turned aside by Sapoff. Comes out to Walsh. Trying to settle the puck under pressure from Shields and Albertelli. West Islip forces a turnover. They get the zone exit 2-on-1. Heading the other way, Shields and Brandenstein. Coming in. Shot turned aside, and there's a whistle and a penalty on the play. Charles Brandenstein and William Shields creating havoc in transition. And while Shields didn't actually get a chance to move the puck over on that time, keep an eye out for Brandenstein. He's been skating with Shields the entire night. And on the forecheck, on the back check, that's going to be critical for this team as they try and tie this game up on the power play. Face-off, controlled by Sachem. They flip it up and out. Comes to Sapoff. 2 penalties by Sachem, and that's been a problem for them this season. They lead the league in penalty minutes. Albertelli has the puck, but O'Hay forces a turnover on the kill. O'Hay's actually played shifts on defense for Sachem, and they've been shorthanded. Turnover now. Pass comes up front. Shot turned aside from Calberer. Christopher O'Hay and Calberer. O'Hay's shot deflected there. Good save by Sapoff. O'Hay still circling, cutting in. Pass comes to Calberer. Sachem on the attack. They're down a man. Capice walking in. Under pressure from Albertelli. Drops it off beneath the goal line. No one there for Sachem. O'Hay was covering. Calberer now on the forecheck. Henshaw fires a shot in. Stick went flying. Sachem has possession. There's an arm in the air. They're trying to call DiGirolamo to the box, but Shields will touch up before that happens. That'll do it for the power play. There were 45 seconds remaining on it. And Sachem, 228 penalty minutes this season. More than a few misconducts among them. The only 2 teams within even 50 penalty minutes. And we're going with that margin because there's only 2. It's Connecticut Sayville, they're actually 56 behind, and then Longwood with 189. So it's 4-on-4. A penalty assessed Charles Brandenstein. We saw the stick go flying. We're going to see what the call was. Interference. As Shields comes in, his shot was blocked by Alameda. Rebound attempt ends up going wide. Shields providing pressure. And West Islip flips it out. Henshaw has re-entered the zone. Coming in, cuts in. Oh, so close. Beat DiGirolamo and then just lost control. Might have had a stick lifted there. West Islip still on the attack as that one's put off the back of DiGirolamo. Lead pass comes to Octu, but it skips his stick. That's going to be icing. So 4:26 remaining, 2 seconds remaining on the Mora penalty, and then it'll be a 1 minute and 45 second power play for Sachem. 1 minute and 15 seconds, my apologies. 45 seconds gone by at 4-on-4. Face off is one back by Sachem. They're on the power play. Lead pass deflected. That's going to be icing. 1:08 remaining on the man advantage. As the puck comes all the way down, 4:16 remaining in the period. Brandon Stein in the box for interference. It's a 1-goal game, courtesy of Richie Bovich. Face off. Won by Bovich. He's under pressure from Jackson Allen, but he escapes. Carried it around his own net and makes the lead pass to McGuire, who carries it in. Makes a nice move, cutting in, backhand pass shot, and they score. Bovich with the goal on the power play. And it's now a 2-score game, and you're gonna see here just a nice move by McGuire against John Cole. It's the pass, and Bovich just taps that one home past Zapoff. 4:01 remaining in the period. A 2-goal lead for Sachem. Face off at center. It's one back by Allen. Turnover force, puck comes to Monty. Under pressure, has it poked off the stick. Good second effort. Sachem gets the puck in transition. Now Monty cutting in. Has it poked off his stick. Will regain control. Cuts towards net, fires a slap shot. That's stopped by Zapoff. Rebound is free. Comes to Capice. Cross ice pass. Bovich shot turned aside. Bovich looking for not only the hat trick, but the natural hat trick. He's on the forecheck now. Helps force a change of possession. Capice fires it in. Merviak picks it up, sends it up the wall. Comes all the way out to Bovich, who was covering for the defenseman. Very smart, unselfish player. Not even sure he would have known if his teammates were looking for a complete hat trick that time. And Monty now heading the other way. Cutting in, drop pass to Golden, shot, scores! John Golden. Makes it a 3-0 lead. Or gives Sachem a 3-0 lead, I should say. You're gonna see here just that beautiful, beautiful drop pass from Monty. Golden steps into it. Puts it far side, just over the pad, beneath the blocker of Zapoff. Face off is controlled by Sachem initially. Shields forces a turnover. He's now coming in against Mascaro, who pulls up under pressure. Has Golden. And the lead pass comes to Morrow. West Islip has it. Golden forces a change of possession. Coming in. Fires cross. Wandling. That one won't go. A good look, though. And now Shields takes over. Pass comes up the wall. It's kept in by Sachem. Wrong pass cross. Golden looking for a second of the game. That's deflected, but blocker decided by Zapoff. Sachem maintains possession. Strong move from Wandling, but can't get the shot off. Henshaw against Golden, who forces a change of possession. Looking for Wandling on the cycle, but the puck's going to come up, but not out of the zone. As Castellano eventually gets the clear there, but Morrow regains control. Flips it back in from the right side of the red line. Zapoff settling it for Henshaw, who's pressured by Colin Calber. Under pressure, Calber gets to Kinkowski. Backhand shot, he scores! What a goal from Thomas Kinkowski. It's now 4-0 Sachem. And this is why Sachem is so dangerous. Kinkowski had, I believe, 3, maybe 4 first period hat tricks in his last 4 games. but they don't even need him to do that. They have John Golden with 1, they have Bovic with 2. Kalber makes it a 4-score game on that beauty of a backhander. But you just got to be impressed by the depth of Sachem, where they don't even need the 29th goal of the season from their captain to be in the lead. Comes back to Kinkowski, his shot is stopped that time by Sapoff, and he's a strong goalie, Sapoff, but just getting absolutely peppered so far tonight. To make the first save, it's unfair to ask your goaltender to make the second and the third, and Sachem has the tendency to make opposing goaltenders try and stop those. Shot off the stick of Brandon's side was deflected. Battle for possession. Puck comes up the wall. Comes to Kalber. That's Cameron, who resets it to Colin. Turnover forced. Purpaul enters the zone. Poked off the stick by Colin Kalber, but a great effort by Jordan. Pass comes all the way across. Correction, that was Jackson Allen there. Now, on the forecheck, Cameron Kalber comes to Colin. Walks in. Pass intended for Kinkowski, and not much room there. Sometimes you can make one pass too many. It appears that's what happened this time. There's just about 10 seconds remaining in the period as West Islip sends it up and out of the zone. Brandon's time providing pressure there. Puck comes to Colin Kalber. Walks in, fires a shot. And Sapoff makes the save, and as the first period comes to an end, after 15 minutes, Sachem leads by 4. A shorthanded goal from Richie Bovic to open the scoring. He scored his second straight. First one was assisted by Al Bakhtu, the second by Nicholas McGuire. John Golden scored at the end of the first frame, and then Thomas Kinkowski made it a 4-score game. Golden, who scored 1 here tonight. And entering the night, I believe he had 5 goals in the season, so make that 6. Richie Bovic had 8, make that 10. And Kinkowski's got 29. It's a 4-0 lead for Sachem. If you're just joining us, no Kieran Pollard for West Islip, no Nicky Ress for Sachem, and to further complicate matters for West Islip, they're without James Barbieri, they're without James Johnson, they're without Gianni Urgiana. West Islip's had their chances. Michael DiGirolamo has stopped them in their tracks. It appears that Braden Buccino is heading to the bench for West Islip. Currently. Sapoff remains in net. It appears he was coming from the locker room, though. Face off at center, long change for both teams this period. And Sachem has been known to create havoc in those situations as the puck comes to Matera off the turnover. And a lead pass intended for McGuire ends up with Henshaw. Henshaw's pass intended for Hubbard. West Islip can't maintain possession. O'Hay can't get a clean zone exit. McGuire on the forecheck. His efforts earned him an assist on that second goal from Bovic. Great play on that one. Now heading up ice. Matera gets it, carrying it in. Drops it off. Morrow, his shot's deflected. McGuire ends up working to O'Hay on the cycle. The puck's bouncing on him, ends up being poked off his stick. McGuire trying to work it back down low. Shields with the keep. Walsh kicks it back in. Albertelli works on the pass intended I believe that would have been Spencer Jordan. Couldn't get it out of the zone that time. Jordan now forcing a turnover against Morrow. Heading up ice, it's Henshaw. He's angled off the puck by McGuire. Oh, hey. Coming in against Henshaw, forced to pull up. Albertelli behind the net. Turnover forced momentarily. Puck comes back up the wall. Matera sends it in. Oh, hey, races after it. Comes up to Walsh, trying to hold the line. Shields and Henshaw combine to force a turnover, but Sean Walsh regains control, sends it back in. Now Henshaw heads up ice, coming in alone, trying to beat Walsh to the inside, but he's angled off. Looking to circle, has it poked off his stick. Matera to Bovich, has to stop and settle it, makes the lead pass to Greg Monty. Coming in without Octu. To Octu, shot, and he scores. .12:50 remaining in this period. Sachem jumps out to a 5-0 lead, and a great pass to Monty. And you have Albertelli racing back, and Octu just stuffs it short side. Great awareness of where Albertelli was, and with Finwood breaking off to try and pickpocket Monty, that pass was fairly effortless for Octu. To get it to Octu, that is. Octu has it now, under pressure. West Islip forces the turnover. Battle wall, left wing wall coming in. Jackson Allen's shot goes wide. On the opposite side, it's kept in by Purple. It's in his skates, still trying to settle it. Hasn't been able to bring his stick down to the ice yet, and Sachem gets it clear because of it. Errant pass in transition, comes to Monty off of Bovich's stick. Pass comes across to Octu. Shot and a save by Sapoff. He gets the cover. Tick, tack, toe, but no finish. We'll get a defensive zone draw for West Islip. That'll be in the right wing dot. Morrow versus Shields, tied up. Wandling, second effort, but it ends up with Purple. He's heading up ice, has a 2-on-1 if he hurries. But Golden on the back check, and that forces him to shoot it. He wanted the pass, couldn't find the angle. Ends up settling for the wrist shot, and DiGirolamo gobbles it up. Face off, controlled by Sachem. Pass comes to Golden, who loses the handle. Picks it back up, chips it in. He'll now chase as the puck comes to Andrew Merviak. Might have referred to him as Arthur once. That's his older brother by mistake. My apologies for that. Pass from Wandling comes all the way across. Capece shot, blocker to side by Sapoff. Capece collects his own rebound, tries to work it back down to Walsh. Or Walsh tries to work it back. Wandling won't go that time. Sachem is offsides. Wandling has checked up, but heading the other way. John Golich. Clean pass intended for Brandenstein. Comes to Wandling. Tries to thread the needle on that one, but just a bit too much on that one, to say the least.
Yeah, shouldn't it be 5 goals? Okay.
For those of you who can't see the scoreboard on your screen, it still says 4 here at the rinks. It is a 5-goal game. That has been updated and reflected on game sheets, so apologies for any confusion for viewers at home. Face off, tied up, shot. Ends up going wide. Kinkowski collects the rebound, trying to spring Cameron Calber. There is no chase rule. That is icing. No chase rule in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Cameron Calber won the race. Doesn't matter. As soon as it crosses the goal line, that's it. That's all. That's over. Kinkowski's been playing on the wing of Colin Calber during these last 4 games, playing with Cameron Calber, the younger Calber brother, and really allowed Kinkowski to create havoc in transition, focus on forcing turnovers, and that's led to some chances. Shot from Henshaw was turned aside by DiGirolamo. We get another whistle, this one coming with 10:40 remaining in the second stanza. Flurry of stoppages. Tyler Sapoff strung together a strong series of saves after and before that goal from Al Bakhtu. Now the puck comes to Henshaw off the faceoff. His shot in traffic is deflected, will not reach the net. Comes to Matera. Lead pass to Kinkowski. He deflected it in. Henshaw looks to clear it. Kinkowski may have gotten a piece of it. It came to Cameron Calber. Now the Sachem captain has it back, moves it to Matera. Fires a shot that's blockered aside by Sapoff. Henshaw picks up the rebound, goes for the clear. No icing on the play. Racing after it was Hubbard, but Girolamo came out of his net to play it. Now Sachem gets the clear. They're coming in. 2-on-1 pass to Kinkowski. Back across, can't connect. Sent up and out of the zone. Matera will settle it. Under pressure. The lead pass comes to Kinkowski. He enters the zone. Pulls up. And West Islip flips it up, but not out of the zone. Walsh setting it down that time. Now lead pass intended for Finn Wood. That's going to be no icing. Puck slowed up there as Wood has knocked off the puck. A strong hit from Walsh. And now Colin Calber will collect. As it poked off his stick, puck is loose. West Islip, pass intended for Shields. He settles it on his backhand under pressure. Colin Calber forces a turnover. Puck comes to Thomas Kinkowski. He has Cameron Calber with him as he tries to split defense. Cameron Calber comes in, fires a shot, and it's stopped. And it appears that Henshaw will be heading to the box. The penalty drawn by Thomas Kinkowski. We'll wait for the official call from the scorer's booth. 5 goals is nice, but 6 is even better. Sachem on the power play, Liam Henshaw in the box. The call on the ice is roughing. O'Hay in the dot. He wins it. Puck finds its way to Mascaro. Comes to Capice. Walking the line. Pass comes to O'Hay, back to Mascaro. O'Hay gets it on the left wing wall. Saucer pass across Capice. Back to O'Hay, shot through traffic, ends up deflecting just wide. Picked up by McGuire. Under pressure, drops it off to Mascaro. Shot from the point, turned aside, rebound is free. Castellano gets it up but not out of the zone. An attempted pass to the slot is broken up by Kolich, but it finds its way back to Mascaro, who held the line. Capice now walking it. And the pass, the left wing half wall to O'Hay, back to Capice. Now along the right wing wall, John Golden with it. Pass across to O'Hay, steps in, looking for the shot, ends up pulling up. Works to Capice. Sachem still trying to find that perfect shot. Sometimes you just have to fire it towards the net. Mascaro does. Rebound won't go for McGuire. But it's their best look of the power play. Golden's going to recollect, trying to move it to McGuire on the cycle. Ended up initially with Kolich. He gets a nice clear there. And DiGirolamo comes out of his net to play it with 30 seconds remaining. Sends it up the wall to John Golden. Pass comes up to Capice. He re-enters. Shields providing pressure, as is Kolich, with the pass intended for Bakhtu. Ends up being broken up. Bovic has control. Penalty will expire. Henshaw out of the box as that pass is deflected. Henshaw hanging behind the defense, looking for a potential breakaway. Sachem forces a change of possession. Shields now gets it. Henshaw Picks it up, looking to cut to the outside of Mascaro. He does. Second effort, Sachem forces the turnover. Puck now heads the other way. Oktu to Bobic. He enters the zone. Drops it off to Oktu. Pass across. Shot. Rebound won't go for Sachem. Henshaw now coming in. Monty on the back check. Lifts his stick. Lifts it the second time. Henshaw loses control of the puck. They'll call on the play. Strong stick lift, but then a turnover for shot goes just wide. Off the stick. Jackson Allen. He's been quietly generating chances for this West Islip team that's still trying to get on the board. Walsh keeps it in initially, battling with Allen. And Sean Walsh comes away with it. Walking in, shot, turned aside by Sapoff. Came off the stick of Bobic yet again. Walsh now racing in. Against Albertelli, comes away with it. His pass is deflected. Makes a nice move there, still maintains possession before making that cross. Nice pass, and the shot is blocked. Walsh will have to recover it. Outside of zone. Under pressure. He makes a nice feed, and it's offsides. You gotta be careful with that long change. Sachem got caught that time. Heading out. What would be their offensive side door just inside the blue line. It appears there's been another issue of our clock. Apologies. 5:20 now remaining in the period as Jackson Allen tries to drop it off for Hubbard. He's angled off the puck. There's a call on the play. Sachem will head to the penalty kill. And it'll be Wandling heading back to the box. It'll be a power play for West Islip. The call on the ice. Well, we'll get that to you once we have it. It appears it's going to be hooking. Face-off is controlled by West Islip. Puck comes to Albertelli. DV pass is deflected by Colin Calber, racing ahead against Henshaw. Cameron Calber with him, driving towards the net. The pass, intended form is intercepted by Henshaw, comes up the wall. Colin Calber forces a change. Possession fires shot, that's blockered aside by Sapoff. And now West Islip chips it in. Hubbard on the attack. Walsh can't force the turnover. Puck came to Jordan, back to Henshaw. His shot's deflected. Right at the point of release, so not much on it as that trickles wide. Comes up to the point. Albertelli holds the line initially, still battling for possession. Now Broom gets the clear. Re-enters Sachem territory, then a lead pass to Cameron Calber. He comes in against Albertelli. Fires a shot, that's off the iron. Golden opportunity, down a man. But West Islip survives. Trying to head back up ice. Calber forces a turnover. Alamia re-enters. Pulling up, shot goes wide. Strong rush there from the defenseman, taking advantage of the time and space that was provided. Now Oktu tries to cut towards the net. Can't the first time, second time, backhand shot. And another attempt, that goes just wide. Oktu creating chances while down a man. Still battling for it, 20 seconds remaining on the power play, but Matera has the puck. Moves it to Thomas Kinkowski. And the Sachem captain can't get enough on that pass as he's under pressure. West Islip has gotten the zone exit. They've re-entered Sachem territory. And a shot and a save by DiGirolamo. The penalty has expired. 3:14 remaining in the second. Stands, it's a 5-0 game for those of you just joining us. West Islip has had their chances. Michael DiGirolamo has stopped them in their tracks, and now the face-off win. It comes back to Kolich, working it down low. Matera chips it up to McGuire. tries to chip past Golich. And now, heading the other way, Brandon Stein enters. Drops it off for Shields, who has it poked off his stick. Under pressure. And then his shot goes over the net. It's going to be picked up by Matera. Comes up the wall. Shields holds it in, but then the errant pass from Finn Wood trying to move it to the point. Ended up clearing the zone. Puck has come back to Alameda. He's chipped it up the wall. Andrew Merbiak steps into it. His older brother Arthur, playing for Farmingdale, played for West Islip last year. Now McGuire forces a turnover on the wall. He's been noticeable here tonight as Sachem enters the zone, but they leave as soon as that happens. West Islip heading the other way. They have numbers if they hurry, but Wood forced to chip it in by Matera. Alameda under pressure. It's going to come to McGuire on the wing. Looking up ice, lead pass. That second one from Octu. That skips the stick of Minkowski. He has now come away with a pass towards the front. Puck is loose behind the net. McGuire gets it. And West Islip fires it out. 1:37 remaining in the period. Minkowski knocked off the puck that time. West Islip forcing a turnover. Minkowski still trying to get the change. Morrow cutting towards the net. He's separated from the puck momentarily. Merbiak flips it up, trying to race past Alameda. Under pressure. Ends up evading the hit, goes crashing into the boards. Merbiak picks it up. Didn't get much of Alameda there. But not for lack of trying. Morrow now heading in. Has it poked off his stick by Purpall. West Islip looking for the clear. Less than a minute remaining in the second period. It's been chipped back in. Morrow has possession. The puck comes to O'Hay. Loses his footing at the left wing dot. He's now on the back check as Shields heads up ice. Tries to slip that one through the skates of Mascaro. Can't. Pass comes across. And a shot right in the breadbasket of DiGirolamo. .3 remaining. Face off, tied up. Wood got it towards the net for West Islip. Regains possession, moves it to Albertelli. His shot deflected, turned aside by DiGirolamo. Strong kick save there. Heading the other way now, O'Hay. Has it poked off his stick by Henshaw. Morrow forces a turnover. O'Hay trying to get it back. Albertelli comes away with it. Mascaro regains control. Morrow steps into a shot. That's turned aside. And the period will expire. West Islip down by 5. A stronger second period, but they still trail. The lone goal of the period coming earlier on from Alp Octu. That was with 12:50 remaining, assisted by Greg Monty. And after the Joseph Wandling call for hooking, we end up with a 2-minute power play for West Islip, and they couldn't capitalize. Michael DiGirolamo stopping them in their tracks at every turn. And as we approach the end of the varsity campaign, these games become more and more important for West Islip. They're shorthanded. They've had their chances. But against the Sachem team that's among the highest scoring squads in the league, just in terms of goals for, they're second to East Islip. East Islip scored 100. They played one more game, though. That is worth noting. So entering tonight, Sachem had 91. They now have 96. So depending on how this matchup goes, they might not be that far off. Right behind Sachem is Smithtown Halpont. They got 86 on the year. The next closest team after that is Kings Park Comac. They have 66. And a tremendous reason for their leap in the standings was that they scored 17 unanswered against 14 unanswered, scored 17 total against Longwood after they went down 2-0 earlier on this season. That happened right before the Christmas break. Face-off has been won back by Sachem. They have possession. Lead pass. Bovic carrying it in, shot turned aside. On the rebound, but Albertelli came away with it momentarily. Bovic chips it up, trying to get it to Matera. Comes to Jordan, his pass intercepted. Albertelli with a great second effort, now trying to defend the 2-on-1. West Islip recovers, but the puck has come to Monty. Pass to the slot, Bovic picks it up, fires a shot. Can't get it to go. Monty is looking to zap off. He's separated from the puck by Albertelli. A turnover forced. West Islip heading the other way. It's a 2-on-1. Allen has it poked off his stick cleanly by Mascaro. Heading the other way, it's Monty. Entering the zone, cutting to the outside. Pass towards the slot. Showing off deceptive skill on that one. Couldn't connect. Now West Islip has regained control. Re-entered the zone. The shot from Jordan is gloved by DiGirolamo. He sets it down. His defenseman, Matera, was taken off guard, so Castellano wins the race. Matera with the second effort pokes it free. Sachem now heads up ice. Richie Bovic, correct, that's Colin Calver, 66, not 16. With a stutter step at his own blue line. Ends up working it to Octu. Off the drop pass. Then backhanded towards the slot intended for Monty. Puck ended up bouncing off his stick. Just a little bit too much air under it at the point of contact for Monty. Now the Sachem power forward drives up ice. Cutting in, tried to make his move on the pass to Calber, couldn't get enough on it, moves it to the point. Walsh walking in. Pass across is deflected, comes to Alameda, his shot's deflected towards the net, but not on it. Now the puck comes to Cameron Calber, shot, he scores! Cameron Calber with his 10th of the season. That's the 6th of the game for Sachem, and what a beauty it was. Just watch how this pass comes across. He's coming into the zone. He's got to slow up and get that. He rips that right under the bar. That's just impressive placement. There aren't many players who can do that. Face-off has been won back. Walsh to Kinkowski, entering the zone. Pass to Cameron Calber again. Shot off the back of the net from Colin Calber. Play will continue. Kinkowski had been averaging over 3 goals a game in his last few contests. And now the attempt to clear. Cameron Calber keeps it in. Kinkowski to Colin Calber. Has to settle it on his backhand as Kinkowski was under pressure when he made the pass. Walsh to Colin Calber. Thomas Kinkowski. Under pressure from John Kolich. Kinkowski comes away with it. Still under pressure. Cameron Calber enters the fray, moves it to the point. Alamia's shot goes wide. Choked up on his stick there. Got a lot on it, just hasn't been able to hit the net yet. Now a turnover forced, coming in. Merviak shot's deflected, goes wide on the forecheck. It's Brandon Stein. His pass, deflected, comes to Cameron Calber, entering the zone, to Colin, back to Cameron, pass across, Kinkowski on his backhand, has to settle it, pulls up. Makes the pass across to Cameron Calber. It's to Colin Calber, back to Cameron. Turnover forced by Henshaw. West Ice gets clear. Not enough on that for icing. It's waved off. Alameda ends up trying to carry it up the wall. He's angled off the puck by Brandenstein. It comes to Allen. Pass towards the slot is intercepted. Battling for positioning. Capice picks it up, pulls up, fires a pass across. It comes to Golden. Finds Kinkowski. He enters the zone. Coming in. Pass across. Ends up being deflected. He looks for the puck. Lifts the stick of Albertelli. It comes to Morrow. Goes across. Comes to Broom. And a turnover off of his shot. Chance for West Islip now, but it's poked off the stick of Jordan. Kinkowski going for the change. Behind the play is Morrow. Heads in, cuts to the center of the ice, looking for the pass. Can't make it through traffic. Turnover. Purpall heads up ice. Pass comes to Broom. He can't settle it. Coming in, West Ice with a chance. Poked off the stick of Castellano. DiGirolamo looking strong there as that puck somehow remained in play. Went very high off the glass. Nearly went into the rafters. Somehow finds its way to the end of the ice. We get the icing call. 5 minutes have elapsed here in the third period, and even 10 minutes remaining in play. It's a 6-0 game in favor of Sachem. Morrow wins it back. Tara sends it around the wall. Golden works it back to Mascaro. Under pressure. West Islip nearly forces a turnover, but the Sachem defender maintains possession. He's under pressure. Eventually makes the lead pass. Golden to Morrow. He's now entered the zone, but it's offsides. We get a whistle. That comes with 9:34. Wandling a little over-eager that time. Those stutter steps at the line, and you saw Morrow do it there. If you're trying to draw the defender off balance, you have to be on the same page as your line mates with that. You have to be careful. You got to keep a foot on the line, to be blunt, or you're going to get those offside calls that really do not work to anybody's advantage. Face-off has been won forward by Shields. Matera under pressure. Fires the cross-ice pass, and just too far ahead of McGuire. Henshaw chips it in. O'Hay picks up the puck. He's under pressure from Finn Wood. Puck gets caught along the wall, sent around. It comes all the way back up to the point. Shot ends up trickling wide. Picked up by Wood. Wraparound attempt won't go. Second attempt won't go. DiGirolamo gets the cover. And that play starts when you have O'Hay coming down low. He's the first forward back, and he's playing the right wing on that shift. You would have liked to see Octu shift to that point a little bit quicker. You get that clear, and you're heading up the ice with a head full of steam. Face-off has been won back. Alamea picking up speed to the outside, looking to cut back in, and that's when a turnover is forced by Allen. At least a near turnover, as the puck has now come back to Alamea from Walsh. Chipped up the wall. West Islip. Andrew Merviak had it. Albachtu nearly did. And now Alamea fires a pass across. Walsh has to settle it off the wall. Moves it back to Alamea. Pass is in behind McGuire, who's got to go pick it up now. Makes a nice drop pass to Sean Walsh. Carries it in. Trying to slip around Kolich, he does. And Kolich kicks it. Octu picks it up. Cutting towards the net, can't get the shot off. Purpall picks it up, sends it up the wall. Alamea knocks it down. Ends up coming all the way to Octu, which surprised the Sachem center. Then O'Hay gets it. Pulls up. On the left wing wall. Turnover forced. Puck heads the other way. Walsh picks it up. And he now heads up ice. Sachem defender gets his own entry, tries to split the defense. Puck ends up trickling wide. Andrew Merviak to Nicholas Hubbard. McGuire forces a turnover on the back check. He's looked strong today for Sachem. Now the puck comes to Octu. He pulls up the line as Walsh checks up. Gets the drop pass from Octu. returns the favor on the saucer pass. Trying to find Octu, ends up with Alamia. He's chipped it in. West Islip looking for the zone exit. O'Hay holds it in, under pressure, but can't slip that one through the skates of Spencer Jordan. Richie Bovich now heading in. Needs one goal to complete the hat trick. His shot is turned aside by the blocker of Sapov. Comes back to the slot. Shot. Deflected before it can reach the net. Battle for possession. Monty comes away with it, cutting in. Does a good job shielding the puck there as his pass. Nobody home in the slot. Comes to Capice. And Sachem got caught with too many men almost in front of the net. Nobody there for the shot up front. Now Bovich coming in. Drops it off to Monty. His shot over the net. Wandling tried to stop that one with an outstretched leg. Got a piece of it. Broom now walking in. His shot's deflected. Wandling picks up the loose puck. Moves it to Capice. Chips it in. Wandling to Bovich on the cycle. Continuing. Another nice pass. Comes across Capice. Shot turned aside by Sapov. Bovich recollects, but a turnover forced by Purple. Got a little bit too fancy that time. West Islip heading up ice. Capice picks it up, cutting in, pulls up, and finds Mora. Correction, finds Monty, 88, not 8. Shields with a strong play. Monty on the back check. Golden helps force a turnover, makes a nice move, puts it through the legs of Finn Wood. Now enters the zone, drops it off, give and go with Monty. And the pass towards the slot, just one too many passes. That's been the story of the game for Sachem. Looking for the pretty goal. And they lead by 6, but they've left a few on the table. Which just speaks to how good this team really is. Heading the other way now, it's Shields. Nice toe drag at the red line coming in, but tried to beat a second Sachem defender, and that's when the turnover is forced. O'Hay shipping it past, entering the zone against Albertelli. Settling along the wall under pressure from Henshaw. Pass to the slot, it's intercepted, deflected rather. Mascaro picks it up, backhands it in, or at least tried to. It's come out of play. We get a stoppage with 4:40 remaining in the period. And this is the first of 2 varsity games here tonight. We have Northport Huntington Tigers versus St. Anthony's Friars coming up next. Game with serious playoff implications for both clubs. O'Hay wins the draw. McGuire carries it in. Fires a shot. That was deflected. Second effort by McGuire. Turned aside. Sapoff gets the cover, and we actually had a chance to talk to George Callenberg, Colin and Cameron's oldest brother, plays for the Farmingdale State College Rams, and we talked about Greg Monty and how he's really taken a big step forward in his senior year. And you're starting to see signs of that from Nicholas McGuire, which is a great thing to see if you're Sachem. Coming in now, it's O'Hay. Pulls up with the escape turn. Pass comes to Mascaro. Walks in, his shot is deflected into the netting. And the only reason I say that is you've seen a great effort from McGuire, really moving his feet in transition, does a good job using his size to shield the puck, and it's been a real strong game from him here tonight. O'Hay is back at center with Wandling, wins the draw back. Puck comes to Matera, shot, and it's gloved by Sapoff. Another stoppage coming, this one with 4:14 remaining in third and most likely final frame of play. O'Hay in the dot versus Allen. O'Hay wins it. Nearly got tied up with Wandling there. Rescues it, cutting towards the net. Pass to McGuire, shot turned aside. McGuire sends up that one on his backhand. Attempted clear, won't go for West Islip. Shot from the point, gloved, and then covered by Sapoff. That's with 3:57 remaining in the period. Monty heading back out with Morrow and Golden. Face-off has been won by West Islip. Sachem spreading out the minutes here tonight, trying to make sure they have all three lines firing all cylinders as they're approaching a tough stretch in their schedule yet again. Merviak is separated from the puck. Walsh breaks the hit in the corner, but loses possession. Sent around the wall. It's going to come to Alamia. He fires it off the back wall, and then Walsh looking for the attempted clear. Comes to Monty. Chips it past Shields, races after it. Chips it past Merviak. He's in on sides. Coming in. Fires shot. He scores. Greg Monty. And let's roll the replay on that one. And this is why keeping your feet on the line is so important. Greg Monty does a great job of that. Actually, it's a little hard to tell from our angle. On ice officials obviously had a better view. They determined it wasn't offsides. It's now a 7-0 lead for Sachem. Faceoff is won back by Sachem. Shields providing pressure. Wood skates into it along the right wing wall. Puck comes to the point. Ends up skipping the stick of the defender. Kinkowski coming in. Polic with a strong play. Comes to Cameron Calber. Pass across intended for Kinkowski, broken up by Merviak. He sends it up the wall to Broom. And Kinkowski picks it up. Moves it to the point. Broom shot is deflected. Ends up going high and wide. It's picked up by Colin Calber. Kinkowski can't connect. Sachem captain skating back into it. Moves it to Calber. Right back to Kinkowski. Going for the Michigan, it won't go. Kept in at the line by Colin Calber. Comes back to the point. Broom has it skip a stick. Wood is racing after it. Colin Calber will rescue it. And has possession. He's done a great job at center these last few weeks for Sachem. There's a lot of the dirty work that doesn't always show up on the scoreboard. Not that he isn't collecting his fair share of points. He's got 23 on the season. Turnover. McGuire, or correction, Mascaro carrying it in. Shot first time, turn side, rebound, third attempt. Turned aside by Sapoff. Attempting clear won't go. McGuire covering at the line for Mascaro. And icing is the call. Here we get another stoppage. That comes with 1:32 remaining. McGuire did play, at least at times, defense for the Sachem JV squad last year. That was a strong team, a younger team too. Now, obviously, when you have a strong program like Sachem, you don't have to make as many call-ups. It wasn't a particularly senior-heavy roster last year. Mascaro has it. Works with the long one. His shot deflected off the back of the net. Sachem battling for possession. West Islip comes away with it. Lead pass. Kurt Ball looking for the clear. Can't get it. And now it's come to Octu. His shot. Trickles past. McGuire can't get the rebound. And now a breakaway. Henshaw coming in. 1-on-0. Fires a shot that goes wide. He's picked it up, coming back in. Second attempt turned aside by DiGirolamo. Less than a minute remaining. Sachem with possession. Pert Ball on the forecheck. Forced another turnover. Pass is deflected. Ends up skipping across the crease. Ends up with McGuire. Lead pass to Octu. He carries it in under pressure. Has to settle it down. Pulls up nicely. Pass towards the front of the net. Can't connect. It was deflected. West Islip heading the other way. Poke check. Octu gets it back. Pulls up again. Pass to Alamia. He fires a shot. That's blocker to side. Rebound won't go. Puck is loose. And now it's covered by Sapoff. And that's coming with 22 seconds remaining in the frame. It appears Sachem will hold on to win 7-0. And coming up next on the Long Island Sports Network, the Northport, Huntington, and St. Anthony's. Hayes shot off the draw. Puck comes to Sean Walsh. His shot ends up trickling just wide. Good look for Walsh. Puck is coming to Bovic. He's circling. Pass towards the slot, deflected. Bolden puts it towards the net. 5 seconds remaining in regulation. And Bovic settles it as time now expires. Sachem picks up what will now be, and this is their 11th win of the season. Just want to double check that. It's a 7-0 victory. DiGirolamo picks up the shutout. Bovic with 2 goals in the first period. That really set the tone for Sachem. They scored 4 in the first period, 3 the rest of the way. And thank you so much for watching on the Long Island Sports Network. We are very happy, as always, to join you for these games. Playoffs fast approaching, but the regular season isn't over yet. Coming up next, it's the Northport Huntington Tigers taking on the St. Anthony's Friars on the Long Island Sports Network. Don't forget to give the @LI Sports Network a follow on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all latest game recaps, highlights, and analysis. And for those of you not joining us, have a great night, everyone, and hope you had a happy new year. Had a happy new year so far.